Davey's just finished taking a phone call, guys. We'll be with you in a few minutes.
Sorry
You
about
okay there,
that.
mate?
Listen, I'm busy. I'm busy man.
He's a busy man. It's probably people asking for stuff on De Jong, is it?
It actually is. I'm giving someone a price right now.
Right.
Yeah.
It never stops here.
No,
it never stops.
It never does.
Welcome, guys. Reef Lounge Radio is what we're going with, isn't it?
Reef Lounge Radio.
Reef
I think
Lounge
there's a nice
Radio.
ring. We have Reef Lounge TV for YouTube.
For the
So
YouTube bits.
we have the Reef Lounge Aquatics for the shop.
Yep.
And we have the coffee dock for the coffee shop.
There you go. Reef Lounge Coffee Dock.
Reef Lounge Coffee Dock.
Yeah, all right. Reef Lounge Radio.
Yeah, so that's what it is. And in the next week or so, it's going to be across Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Amazon Podcast, loads of them, which is great.
All of your streaming platforms, all of the places where you usually get your podcasts from, you'll be able to find us.
Yeah, so when you're driving to work, to have a listen
to it then.
If you're stuck in traffic for 4 or 5 hours.
Has there been some traffic?
There's been loads of traffic this week.
There's been a little bit of traffic, isn't there?
There has, yeah. So anybody who doesn't know, we had some protesting here in Ireland.
Yep.
We've been spending hours.
Yep.
It's happening all over now. I think it's in the UK now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the French are at it as well.
Are they?
They're doing it right, but.
Oh yeah, they know how to put on a protest.
They do. Sending
and
trucks.
they probably brought wine.
Yeah, true. Sending trucks a slurry in.
Yep.
Spraying it everywhere.
And after a week at least of not being able to get to work and the motorways jam, as Dublin City said to close the oil refinery blocked off, we've 10 pence per litre down on the pump, so it's good to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't get political here on Reef Lounge Radio. It's all about the fish keeping here, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, go on, then, what are we going to talk about?
What we're going to talk about?
How's the week been?
The week's been all right, yeah. It's been good.
It's been a busy one.
Okay. Yeah, it's been busy with orders and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I suppose getting here has been a nightmare as well at times. It's short staff as well on days. You couldn't get everyone in, so.
Yeah, all the fun of the fair.
Yeah, I think poor Adam had a 5,000-6,000 fish to acclimate all by himself on a day.
Wednesday.
Which was,
oh my god. Yeah. When you get Trops, Marines from both of our main marine suppliers, dry goods from 2 of our main dry goods suppliers, and it all arrives on the same day, and you're the only one in the shop, and it's a reasonable day. So that's good though. It's good. It's nice to be busy.
It's good. It's finally getting some stuff that was back orders as well, which is great.
Yeah. And starting to feel like the shop's getting nicely full of stock as well.
Yeah, building up again.
Not much we're missing these days. People
no,
there's
not
an
at all.
option for pretty much everything, and orders are flowing, and
that's it. Yeah, happy days. Just keep it going. That's it, really.
Yeah.
Other than that, but some nice fish.
Lovely fish.
I'm raging.
Really lovely fish. You missed that pair of wrasse.
So it was a lovely pair of Holy Grail wrasse came in.
Yeah. Pair, literally male and female.
Literally male and female, mated pair. Yeah. And I'm devastated I wasn't here.
Even in bags, they were lovely.
And you know what? I was nearly going to drive in.
Were you?
And I was this side of the city because I was doing something with the kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, will I drop in? And I think I texted you and said, is it busy around? And then traffic was just getting heavier, and I was like, you know what? I'm not chancing it, just in case.
It's been one of those weeks.
Yeah, it has been.
But all the deliveries made it, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, and I just wanted to see them last. That was it.
Yeah.
Well, but hey, sure.
I have to give the customer a shout and go and have a look at them when they're in the tank.
Yeah, I might actually, yeah.
They weren't great in bags. They were lovely, don't get me wrong. They were beautiful, but you know what it's like. Fish in bags look a certain way. Once they're in the tank and they're happy and swimming around, then it all starts to improve.
It's cool.
I hope you guys don't take offence to the fact that there's a laptop sitting on the table. I can see myself and what's going out. We're getting into a little bit of production, aren't we, so that we can start bringing some guests in so that we can see them, but you guys can see them as well. So little bit of technology in that, which is going to sit on the table during these podcasts. Although people listen to the actual podcast, haven't got a clue what I'm talking about.
No, they don't. Hey, look it.
It's all
you
good.
You can get a visualization.
You get an idea. You can get an idea. Go on, then. What else are we going to talk about today?
What else are we going to talk about? Suppose
you were saying before that, seeing as it's the early days of the podcast, that it would be a good idea to talk about a little bit about Reef Lounge, what makes us different, what we do differently perhaps from other fish shops around the world, and some of the stuff that kind of we think important about the fish keeping hobby, weren't you? So I think that's a really good good one to do, you know.
Because we are community based, like
Absolutely,
it is a community thing, like you know what I mean.
100%. I mean, the purpose of calling it the Reef Lounge is that the idea is that it is a place that people can hang out.
Yeah,
it's a place that people can kind of feel a little bit more free to do their hobby their way.
Yeah.
Rather than just purely being focused on selling as much stuff to you guys as we can. We want to create a space where you know, people can kind of get involved a little bit more and make friends and meet people and have a chat and have a cup of coffee and do what they do.
And that's it. It's basically just creating a network for everyone.
Yeah, yeah. So let's like, have a little look at some of the things that we actually do to create that then.
Well,
because there are certain things that matter that make that what it is.
Well, I suppose the whole meeting up and having coffee and stuff like that, and actually having a place for people to go and meet and swap corals between each other and do whatever, like, you know what I mean? And that was, I suppose, it was Robbie's vision. It was his idea, like, you know, and that was in, was it early 2020?
Right.
You know
COVID
what I mean? Yeah, it was before COVID.
Right.
Or maybe it was in around just before COVID.
Right.
And COVID, I think the idea really came to light, like, and he was like, he just wanted to do something, and it was.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things I really love about this shop is that, you know, you can come in here on a Saturday morning, and yes, it's busy. It's the weekend. It's always rammed full on a Saturday, but very often you'll get 5 or 6 of the regulars that are in, and everyone's chatting, and somebody's sold a coral to someone, so they're doing that deal, and everyone's got a cup of coffee, and you know, just kind of shooting the breeze.
And
really.
it's chatting, and there's people coming in, and there's somebody else coming in looking for something. Yeah. But the people usually having a coffee are the ones chatting, and then they're like, "Oh, what tank have you got? What have you got?" Blah, blah. And then there's just, you can leave them too, and they're chatting away. Yeah, yeah. I love the process of, you see, like you say, you can be having almost an accidental impromptu coffee morning with 3 or 4 people, 5 or 6 people, whatever, having a chat, having a coffee. Someone comes in who's never had a fish tank before in their life, or they're looking at a marine tank, and they're totally like new to it all. And then in about 4 or 5 months' time, that person will be in that coffee morning, having a coffee, talking about their new tank syndrome and how to get through the ugly stage, and getting all the advice from the chat, and all of this, that, and the other, buying some frags, picking up some equipment that someone's not using anymore, something like that. And it's kind of like, you see the people who come in who aren't part of it, sort of like coming into the fold, if you like. And I suppose that's really what we love to do, isn't it? Yeah. And the same people who'll be coming in and they're saying like, it's, maybe it was alright at the start, lads. I should have started bigger. Shouldn't have bought that. Shouldn't have bought this.
We do say it,
yeah, exactly.
Look, sometimes you've got to learn by your own experience, haven't you?
You do have to learn. And we've done a lot of learning. Everyone's 100%. Made a lot of mistakes, haven't we?
Oh, all of us have.
Yeah.
And continue to do so. Anyone who thinks that they know everything.
All the time.
I suppose that is one thing that's important to say, I think, when we're going to sit here and kind of tell people how to reef, if you like, or how to solve problems. It comes from a place of experience. At no way and in no point are we saying we know everything there is to know about this hobby. Anyone that says that they know everything about this hobby is closing themselves off to a wide range of experience and knowledge that still exists out there. You know, we're all learning all the time. We learn from people all the time, don't we? Someone comes in with a problem, we suggest a solution, they do this and it works. And it's like, cool, that works for that.
But that's it. It's how would you say, it's problem-based learning.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? We're learning from problems. Like, to be honest, the only way we can learn from them is if somebody comes in with something that we have never heard of. And then you're like, why has that happened? And that's where we come in with a water test and really think about what's being added to the aquarium and go from there. And
along with things like books and like that. Davey's keeps on coming up with facts about all of the treatments and stuff that we use. As you guys know, we do a lot of work with Dr. Bobby Ortiz. He's absolutely fantastic. He's an aquatic specialist, an exotic specialist veterinarian. Who is a wonderful asset to us. He's always there with advice for us and all that kind of stuff. But you've been doing a bit of reading yourself, haven't you, on a lot of these drugs and medications that we use and getting into some of the disease stuff.
I'm just interested about it all, you know what I mean? And I think it's listening to him more and more, you know, it's just little bits of pieces. But I think that's going to be for another day when Bobby's in.
We're not
so Bobby, we're hoping to get Bobby on
Yeah.
couple of times. Hopefully,
definitely,
he
I'd
wants.
say, if
I
he
think
wants
he
to.
wants to. He wants to do some stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Bobby, if you're watching, you want to do some stuff, yeah.
Definitely, definitely. But
Yeah,
it's all about that, isn't it? And people learning through the network of reefers that are in Ireland, and people learning from others, and people chipping in themselves. Everyone's got their own experiences and their own kind of outlook and their own aspects, and everyone learning from everyone. But it's not only that, is it? I mean, talk a bit about the frag swaps, Davey, because that I think the frag swaps is amazing. The first frag swap I came to was my first experience of Reef Lounge before I worked here, and I was like, okay, this is cool. You pull up, there's a barbecue truck outside.
Yeah,
you know,
we haven't done that in a
we haven't
while
done that
now.
for a bit. No, well, it's been winter. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
You're going
it's
to have a
cold,
barbecue
it's cold,
when there's a named storm going on outside.
Yeah.
So it's been pizza and mince pies over Christmas and winter, hasn't it?
Yeah,
but we'll get back on with the barbecues, hopefully.
Yeah. Soon enough.
Yeah.
The frag swapping idea was, I suppose, when Robbie had set up and stuff, I was like, he's letting people come with corals and stuff like that, and I was like, why don't you just do why don't you just do a frag swap, do what they do in the US and do what they started doing in the UK, I think, around that time as well. And it was like, literally, it's like, you don't really have to have art and done, just get people into the shop. You know what I mean? Get people meeting other people, and you know, and hopefully word of mouth spreads, and it hopefully build this business that way. And that was the suggestion at the time, and it was good. Like, I have to say now, it was good. It's interesting because, like, you wouldn't know what to be selling. I didn't really know what to sell at the start. You wouldn't really think people would buy. Like, you've mushrooms all over your tank, and it's just like, they're only green mushrooms. Who's going to buy them? You never really realised. You know, but then, like, all of a sudden you turn up with a couple of mushrooms and everyone's swapping you for this and or buying them off you or whatever. Like, it's really good.
And it literally is what it says on the tin. It's a frag swap. I mean, there's stuff that the shop does, like putting on a bit of food. We do some competitions. We've normally got some coral deals
we do a discount on the day, like, you know what I mean?
There's a spin the wheel, spend 50 quid, you spin the wheel, you can either win a bag of water in Aptasia, a coral, or the last
they were
time,
very popular.
Well, the Aptasia were.
They were really popular.
Well, I mean, you've got to feed your buggy and use your bag somehow, haven't you? I mean, it's a good price for some. But doing things like that, and some of the prizes last time. I mean, there were €100 clams on that spin the wheel last time.
There was,
3 or 4 of them
ultra,
the ultra,
the Maximus. Yeah, they were really nice.
People left with some really, really good stuff, and literally a frag swap being what it is. It's not about us selling our stuff entirely. It's about you guys bringing your corals along and selling and exchanging here. And you see it in the groups for days and days beforehand. People are posting up, I've got this for sale at frag swap. This is how much it is, come along, blah, blah, blah. And you get there, and during the day, there'd just be boxes, poly boxes everywhere with people with their frags and looking at what everyone's growing and swapping and changing between each other. And I think it's brilliant.
It is. It's just good to get everyone together.
Yeah. I mean, getting from one side of the shop to another.
It can be a headache.
It's full.
We're not in the biggest building.
No, but look, it's snug and cozy and comfortable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's nice.
There's a lot in here for the size.
For what we do, it's enough. It is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it is.
But we could. But although I'm saying that, me and you were always saying, "Oh man, I wish I had more space to put this here and that there." But I think I think if we were in a massive 200 square feet warehouse, it'd be still the same.
Yeah, you expand to fill the space you've got, don't you? Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things.
It really is.
Everyone will know from your own stuff at home. Fish tank equipment, aquatics equipment, very much expands to fill its available space.
Yeah, it does.
There's always something else that you need another shelf for.
It really is. Then I suppose with frag swap as well, like, next thing came was WhatsApp. We started a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
There was never a WhatsApp group done. There was loads of groups on Facebook and stuff like that. But WhatsApp was next.
Yep. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, the WhatsApp group's good. Yeah, I like that. It's nice.
Yeah, the WhatsApp was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite shop specific.
It is. Yeah, and it was basically just for us to throw out. Look, you have an order coming to this. Anybody interested in taking that? And anybody want any extra of this? And that kind of stuff, like, you know. Yeah. It was nice, like, you know what I mean.
It's a good way for people to stay in touch with the shop.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah,
like,
it is.
to be perfectly honest with you, like we have a phone here, and it has a number, and we answer
Yeah.
as a phone rings right now.
Yeah.
But
Tell you what, we'll answer that. You just
is that
walk away.
Jake?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna, I'm
Okay.
gonna let him in.
We're probably being a little bit cheeky
I'm locking the
in order to be
door,
able to
so
facilitate regularly filming a podcast. We've just adjusted our hours a little bit so that we close a little bit early on a Monday evening, just so that we've got the ability to spend some time filming. And yeah, sure enough, the guy who runs the reptile shop upstairs has decided to pitch up and interrupt our podcast. But
Just
anyway.
letting someone in there.
Is it Jake?
Yeah, he's just coming in the door
Oh,
there.
right.
He was, yeah, sorry about that,
Okay.
boys. Yeah.
Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't
How
matter
are
at
you?
all. You will be. You will be. He was just apologising.
Yeah, but no. You don't want to hear that.
Cut. Jake's here.
Yeah. Okay, hey.
It's all good fun. It's all good fun.
Yeah.
I can't remember what we were saying now.
What were we talking about?
WhatsApp group.
Yeah, so the WhatsApp group was different
Yeah.
to us, wasn't
The
it?
phone. That's what I was saying.
Oh, the phone.
Like we were just talking about before. There's sometimes one of us in the shop.
I'm terrible for the phone.
Yeah, but there's reasons for it. It's not neglecting people trying to call us. We could be up to our arms in fish. We could have soaking wet hands and arms and clothes and faces and everything else.
Yeah.
And we can be bagging fish. We can have a queue of 4 people behind the person that we're talking to, as happens with every busy shop, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not slack on customer service in any way, shape or form, but then the phone rings.
Yeah.
It's not getting answered, is it? Do you know
You
what I
don't
mean?
get a chance.
Like, it's just not.
I'm sure it's everywhere. We do try to answer the phone as much as possible. Like,
we
now,
do. But
I have to say,
send us a WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Every time we get back to you.
You'll get a message straight back.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Most of the time, anyway. Most of the time, yeah.
All the time,
Man,
Davey.
no, you know what? And the
Well,
reason
it depends what the message is.
No, but the reason I'm saying it is because like the amount of people that message me and go, "You haven't messaged me back."
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Yeah, no, sorry, 600 other messages to get through." We do. We get so many messages all the time. We do.
Yeah.
We do. Like,
Jeez, we're really getting into a confessional now, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're very sorry if we've
This is-
missed your message. Please get in
Nah.
touch again.
Yeah. This is more of a rant, isn't it?
It is really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should we do reefing rants? Will that
Yeah,
be another feature? We're going to do a regular problem of the week,
Yeah.
which we're going to call "What's Your Reefing Problem?"
What's your reefing problem? Brilliant.
Then we'll do what was the one we just said?
Rant of the week.
Rant of the week. Yeah, we'll
Rant
do
of the week.
reefing rant of the week. We'll do that
Reefing
one.
rant of the week.
Yeah. What should we rant? I can't think of anything that I'd want to rant about. Could you, Davey?
Nobody.
Nobody.
No place.
No. Anyway,
No. Or you could rant about loads of suppliers.
suppliers. Yeah, but they send us stuff
Yeah, but
sometimes.
yeah.
We did receive a convict
You
tag
know,
a few weeks ago.
you know who you are.
Don't say that. He looks after us. Don't
Yeah,
say
they do,
that. We have a little. You won't be surprised to hear that we have a little bit of banter with suppliers as well. It's all good fun. It's
You
all
have
about
to.
having a crack here, isn't it? You know.
It is. It really
You've got to
is.
have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So WhatsApp groups, one thing.
Yeah,
Which
and
I
then
think to pioneering the setup in Ireland, getting down the social route of this reefing thing, isn't it? I've
Yeah,
never
yeah,
come
yeah.
across it before. You know, I've
See you
never
later.
come across it. Cheers, Jake.
yeah.
Yeah, I've not come across it.
No.
It's very much a thing here. I think
It
it's in
is.
other countries, isn't it?
The WhatsApp groups.
No, the whole social thing, the frag swaps and thing. I think America are very good at it.
America are amazing at it.
I
but
never
they
came across it in the UK that much.
No, it's. I suppose like the reefing game itself, like is to the level it's at now is very new.
Yeah.
You know, and I think like in the last say 10, 15 years maybe in the UK, frag swaps, maybe I don't know in the US. God knows, I don't know how long that would have been.
Yeah, well, everything's
It'd
bigger and
be,
faster over there. Isn't it?
yeah, it is.
But I can remember in the
massive
UK,
market over there.
when I started reefing was 25 years ago in the UK.
Right,
and everyone would go to Maidenhead Aquatics. Well, 27 years. I keep thinking I'm 40. I'm really not.
Yeah.
Anyway, far longer than I want to admit is when I started reefing. It was metal halides and T5s. Actually, while I was setting up one of my tanks, the first LED lights for aquariums came out, and they were the little TMC Aquaray bars. Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
Aquarays?
yeah.
You could get them in actinic or white and blue.
Yeah, they
that
still
was the
have
3
them.
you could get. Yeah, I know, but the little
they're
tiny
tiny,
30
they're
centimeter,
tiny,
they
yeah,
were
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool. And that was the first
cool.
LED lighting for
Yeah.
tanks that ever came out. An app to control something on your tank, like no
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
no
It was
way, that just
no,
didn't
no.
exist, you know.
Yeah, crazy.
But the only social thing I can really remember happening at the time back then in the UK was that everyone would be on Ultimate Reef, do you know the forum?
Yeah.
I know
Reef to Reef.
Well, Reef to Reef's popular now. Ultimate Reef was the kind of the UK one. And if you needed a tank lifted out of your house and into a van, or if you needed a hand with something, the shout would go out on Ultimate Reef, and someone would come back to you in your area and give you a hand, and you'd have a cup of tea and talk about reefing, which was great, you know.
Yeah.
But shops doing it wasn't a thing.
I tell you what's really funny. Like I never knew there was this kind of community around the hobby. Like now, I remember back in like say the early 2000s, and I remember like seeing like ads in like a newspaper for like a tropical fish keeper group, and I'd never think of like, is there one for marine? I never like, well, you keep a marine fish probably around the same as long as yourself, like over 20 years anyway, like, you know, and then I suppose I've really got into corals in the last, say, 12 years, maybe a bit longer. I did take a break for like, say, 2 years in between it. I remember coming back and not knowing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and literally going up to like shop close by, there was like they're
what's that?
and being like
a what?
like listening to them setting up a tank and and then them telling me stuff and it was like I felt lost, like, you know what I mean? I really did. But then like I remember setting up, and then it was like coral was growing, and beforehand when I had coral, I used to like, obviously there was loads of soft corals and stuff like that, and wherever, like I'd either if something got too big, I'd frag it and bring it back to a shop and go, yeah, do you want this? It's getting too big for me, I don't want it. I didn't know people swap stuff, like, I didn't. It just wasn't a thing.
To be honest, like, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. When you're growing stuff, I mean, the fact of the matter is now, a lot of these changes between when we started reefing and where we are now, that's the reason why things are growing in home aquariums.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't so much to swap and frag and this, that and the other, because it was
a
few select people.
There was, a lot
was
of
it?
Yeah.
But was it like Towers and softies like...
But like Monty's and Style of Porters and stuff like that, like, they'd have been like really popular, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and they've grown like crazy, like, you know what I mean? And to be honest, a lot of people's tanks that I remember back, say, 15 years ago, say, they'd all have like, it was literally just Zoas, leather corals, finger leathers, toadstools.
Well, do you remember dosing in the early days?
Yeah.
What were you dosing with?
I can't even remember now.
Syringes, probably. There was no app-controlled precision dosers when I started.
I did was calc, I think it was. That's all I ever did.
Calc.
Like,
so you're doing
for a long time, like.
But there was no ICP testing. There were no HANA checkers.
No, there was nothing like that.
There was no HANA checkers.
No.
JBLs and Salifets. Like, good test kits and still have their place in the industry now. But they were much more basic.
Test strips and
stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
Really? Like, you know,
Yeah.
roll mats. Hey,
Well,
filter socks. That was all there was.
Like, yeah. Well, like, there was, like, tests like Saliford. I do remember Saliford.
Yep, that's what I mean.
Early
there was
days,
Saliford,
yeah, no,
but there
I mean-
wasn't the likes of Hannah Checkers.
Yeah,
there
there was other brands.
definitely wasn't Alcatronics.
No, there was
You know,
like that.
like, can you imagine trying to
was
run our
none
bay
like
over
that.
there on
Yeah.
a daily? We'd kill everything by Wednesday, honestly.
Oh,
And that's just
absolutely.
being honest. If you didn't have something controlling what was getting put in,
Yeah.
if we had to do it manually,
Yeah.
I think we'd have an issue, don't you?
It's just the fact that there's just too many corals.
Yeah.
It really is, and corals move in and out
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
But
Now someone will jump in and say, "Our dosing pumps came out at this." That, and the
no,
other
they
time."
do. No, they did.
Which I'm sure they did. I'm
No,
sure
those
I'm sure it
those
was
pumps
early
have
enough.
always.
Yeah.
Those
yeah.
pumps were like calc.
But expensive.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, calc was what I would have used anyway. It was the only kind of thing, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was, and it was literally bicarbonate soda and water changes.
Yeah.
That's all. It was just everyone.
But the trace element control we have now, the ICP testing, the nutrient control, and
so meticulous.
The knowledge, the things that we know now about the reef that we didn't know before. And obviously there's still a lot to learn. We know all of the main sort of 70 major and minor trace elements that are in water. We still don't know what they all do.
No.
You know, You go on the Modern
That's
Reef
it.
website when you're reviewing ICPs and stuff, and it goes and it honestly says, we don't know what this does, but it's in salt water, so put 0.2 of a mil in and you'll be grand.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that.
Pretty much what
But
it is
loads
for
of them are
some.
like that as well, like,
Of
you
course,
know.
yeah. But one day I think we'll learn more about what the actual function of some of these things is, I think.
Yeah, we
We'll
will.
know what it does in coral tissue.
We will.
And we'll be able to tailor the kind of trace element supplementation to what's actually in the tank.
Yeah.
Torches don't use that, don't bother with it. Whereas stylos do need this, use this level of it. I think that's one way this will go.
Yeah. Well, that's the hope. Although in saying that now, it's just there's so much that people come out with now, and all of a sudden it just changes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
It's an ever-changing hobby.
it really is, and I suppose it's like the human body. Like we learn new things about the body all the time,
Yeah.
and we still don't know, and we still won't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so much going on there is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I like the way it's going with a lot of the kind of conservation stuff. The fact that we're using dry rock products, either man-made, the likes of multiple man-made rock products, or natural rock, but not rock that's pulled out of the ocean. You know, Marco rock, this kind of fossilized and then quarried reef kind of expanses from millennia ago that we can now go down and go, this is where we get rock from, rather than literally pulling live rock out of the ocean. And all the work.
We can't get it anyway.
What's that?
We can't actually get proper live rock. It's more seeded rock.
It is more
that's
seeded
going
rock,
back in.
but some of
you know
it's
what I mean?
very good. I mean,
it is amazing.
That Indo stuff we had last time was
savage.
fabulous.
Not the one before, but the one before that.
That was really good as well, wasn't it?
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Remember, I was like, I want to test this.
Yeah.
I was like, got a what did I get? A load of ammonia. Poured it all in.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, I'm going to test the phosphate today, whatever. Got a massive reading.
Yeah.
2 days later, it was gone.
Yeah.
And
that was rock straight out the box.
Yeah, and it was good. Like.
Yeah, but the fact that we're not, you know, all of the work and all of the research and all of the science that's going on about tank breeding fish and kind of tank cultured corals, and even people now starting to do work on, you know, how do corals spawn and how do we actually get reproducible corals and reproducible organisms for the hobby that we want to do without having to pull them out of the sea. Like, I think it's great, even to the point that it's kind of been a thing where it's coming from the oceans into the hobby, and hopefully at some point it'll slow down sufficiently it starts going the other way, and actually we're contributing more back into conservation than the hobby takes. And I think it's getting there. I think it's there or thereabouts.
That's the whole idea of aquaculture, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
You
we
know,
can still do the hobby and not take, but not just not take, but actually have a positive benefit of it. You know, there'll be people more focused and specialised on marine biology out there that'll have more information on that kind of side of things than us. But we're always looking for natural but not detrimental alternatives to everything that we try and do, aren't we?
Yeah, well, and we do. Like, to be honest, like when we're ordering fish and stuff like that, we always try as much tank bred as possible. Like, you know, and the same with corals. So, like, if I'm buying corals, like, I try to get as much aquaculture stuff as possible. Like, you know,
it's just better.
It is. It's better for. I suppose it's better for the oceans. Not as much coming out, but it's better for us as well as reefers.
100%.
It's
you know, something that's
stronger
used
corals.
to being in a tank.
And as the last couple of weeks been fragging, loads of corals.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all aquaculture, like, you know. So.
Well, I mean, half of the gold hammer that we've got in this shop, it's Reef Lounge cultured coral.
I don't think I've ever seen a wild one in years.
Well, why would you? I mean, it grows more heads than we can get rid
absolutely.
of. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm just looking over Davy's shoulder there at the.
And there's a massive piece.
Like,
that's
it's a huge piece.
And
as high as half.
It's been halved.
Oh yeah. You can see the bits where it's been cut off.
Yeah, it's been
and you have to do that for the health of the coral anyway, because it's shadowing heads out and it's now restricting its own growth. Like, that's how crazy this stuff is. And things like Monty Cap and stuff like that, just acros, they just grow out the water now. That's beautiful. Is that a bubblegum Monty, that one there? Or is that the forest fire?
Yeah, it's the forest fire.
Forest fire. I love that. That's beautiful. When it gets those green tips, it's absolutely savage. But that, I mean, how many times can we frag that, and literally within a matter of weeks it's healed over and grown back? It's a Monty.
It is a
They
Monty.
grow
Like,
quickly.
literally.
Yeah.
Well, you can take a
but if
piece
its water
off that.
wasn't right, it wouldn't. You know?
No, it wouldn't.
You can kill it. It's an SPS at the end of the day.
and we have.
Oh, yeah.
We've killed a lot. We've killed a lot.
We have.
But yeah, What else we were talking about there? Did we skip ahead? We were talking about the whole social part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and what I wanted to say was, yeah, the whole shop thing and stuff like that. Like there was at one point, as I said, I didn't want to be done with corals, so I was just giving corals away to shops or whatever. Like, and then it was like, maybe would people buy stuff, but you wouldn't really know. And then I started posting stuff on Reef to Reef, and I wouldn't mind. I was looking a couple of weeks ago, and there's a post from me, and it's like I have like X, Y, this, and whatever's always.
Right.
I had to for sale. There's people like, can you ship to, where was it? Can you ship to Italy? Can you ship to Spain? Can you whatever? And at the time, it was like, yeah, I don't think I could because I didn't have poly boxes or that. And nothing, I didn't know what way to ship them, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then I was looking for a small quarantine tank. One time, went onto adverts, just typed in fish tanks. Loads of fish tanks came up and went, marine tanks. And then all of a sudden it was like, bang, hammer coral. I was like, what?
You're like, hang on.
And I was like, people are selling this? So then it was like, what the hell? And then so we started like, I'm going to start throwing bits and pieces up. And then other people started messaging, and then like people coming and taking corals off me. And then you realise, like, he was like, oh, do you know, such and such. And I'll be like, no, I knew nobody. Like, I literally knew nobody.
Right,
like,
right.
And
you know a few heads now, Davey.
I know. A lot of people know me more than I know them. And that's there's a lot of people like.
Yeah.
There is you meet a lot of people in this hobby. Like,
That's great though.
It's amazing. But yeah, that's where the kind of whole social aspect met. And when I started selling corals, it was something like. That would have been in probably 2019, probably earlier than that, like probably 2018, I'd say. I started selling a lot of stuff on adverts and whatever, and then kind of started chatting to Robbie again around that time, and that's when I was saying, oh, I'd love to do something where getting people chatting to each other and swapping things between each other, and I'm going and buying, say, coral off, say, somewhere in Europe, like white corals, and shipping's like €90, and I don't want to buy that Zoa head for €25 because it's going to cost me 115. So it'd be nice to get someone else to jump in. And so then I was saying to Robbie, I said, I'd love to set up like a club, and I'd love to do whatever. And then he was saying, oh, I'd love to do a shop. And Robbie's only kind of getting into the hobby around that time. He was, and it all kind of went from there, like, you know. And I suppose that's where the social side and the hobby went, like, you know, and it built from that kind of way, like.
Well, that's another thing to touch on a little bit is you know, like you say, you want to order a coral from White Corals or Euro Corals or Dream Corals or wherever in Europe that are selling corals, and you don't want to pay the shipping for yourself, so you're like, well, let's get together with a group of people. I mean, that ripples through now. Like, I know there are others that do it and have done it, but one of the things that we do a lot, certainly in this area only, is that we allow people access to the supplier sites that we get stuff from. Now look, you can Google them, don't get me wrong.
All we do is say, look, this is the links. If you want something,
these are the links.
Give us a message.
Give us a message.
Some weeks people will send you a load of stuff. Some other weeks nobody wants that. You know
but
what I mean?
The fact that rather than, because no shop can stock everything.
No.
Like, okay, you can say, well, there's more stock, there's less stock, there's more corals, there's less corals there. You could literally fill this entire shop with nothing but rows of coral bays, and you would not have every coral in Diong in your shop.
No.
Like, no way. There are hundreds. You've been to Diong.
Yeah.
There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different corals.
Crazy.
So rather than trying to choose what you guys want to buy, obviously there are the favourites, and we have a good stock. Everyone likes to browse. Everyone likes to see stuff.
Yeah.
But the ability
is,
to just go on and go, that's a really cool piece.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that is, and it actually arrives. You know, that's the point.
Yeah.
You know, and you haven't got to fuss with shipping or being at home for it. It turns up here. It goes in the bay or whatever. You come pick it up at your convenience, and there you go. You can literally nearly handpick, and in some cases, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
You know.
You can. Yeah.
I don't know many places that do that.
No, not really. Or like, you get people that'll do it
Yeah.
online. And I suppose like most shops
Yeah.
are
Up north,
involved in
obviously,
marine,
like, you know, Mike
people
does
will
it a
go,
lot
look,
up
I
north.
have this. Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
does in Manta. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did that kind of stuff. Like,
Mm.
I suppose anywhere I'd say, look, can you get this in for us?
Yeah.
Everywhere is able to do it. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. But being able to sit and go through the list, you know,
Yeah,
like
it's
I think
nice.
that's
It's nice.
amazing. I think that's
It's
really
nice.
good.
Being able to pick your fish
Yeah.
is really cool.
Yeah.
And it's a fairly new thing as well. Like,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
it
Good.
is. TMC do that. Now it's on dry goods now. They don't do it on live stock
Mm.
where you can go on to. For anyone that doesn't know, you can go onto the TMC's website, and basically you can buy any of the dry goods from TMC, and you can pick where it's sent to. So like, if it's us, if it's another shop, whatever,
Mm.
you just click on the shop you prefer to go to, and then it just arrives with our order.
Yeah.
You know, and it's quite cool. Now you
Mm.
can add like request a quote, and basically what that is with livestock is if somebody says say some sort of flash harass
Mm.
on TMC, it says it's in stock. You add a quote, go shoot the TMC, and TMC will say, listen, we've had a request from this, you want me to add it
Right.
to your order from such and such, like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And it goes that way. Now,
Mm.
they don't get a price, they'd have to contact us for the price, but I don't
course.
think anywhere, but
Yeah. Well,
it's
there's always
it's
suppliers
cool,
and
like,
distributors.
yeah.
You know, that's the way the world
I
works.
think it's a deadly idea.
So do
I really do.
Yeah, because again,
You
it
know?
gives you the ability to browse
Yeah.
such a massive wide range of products that you
Like-
could never stock in any shop.
To be honest, like, I don't see everything.
No,
You don't see everything.
no, of course not.
You know,
course not.
and somebody had messaged me the other day and said, Davey, what's the story? Can you get me some sort of blenny?
Mm.
And I was like, no, they're not available. And then it was like an hour later, it's like, they're here. And I'll be like, already? They're only to come into stock. I didn't see
Right.
it. They spotted
Right.
it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's like, right, you can't.
Yeah,
We can get that for you. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's good.
That's with regards to stuff like that, it's great.
Definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
especially like, and I think being able to pick is a lot better than instead of like, I suppose you could like in the past you could go into any shop like and say, listen, do you have this? And they'd be like, can you get it?
Mm.
And they go, yeah, like right, unless like person writes it down. Do they remember to order it when they order it? Is there like 20 other staff there that's going to say,
Yeah,
yeah, can we get this?
Yeah.
Or can you throw this on an order? Like, and it's the same here, like you get asked for all the time.
of course.
And then it's like, I say to you like 10 minutes before I'm about to hit send and say, Adam,
Yeah. Was
do
there
you
anything
remember a
wanted?
fountain you wanted?
Sorry. Oh yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, I go, all right, I'll add that in. And then
Yeah.
orders in. Next morning I'll be like, I forgot to ask you about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it happens, you
It
know what I
does.
mean? It does happen.
It does.
You know, so it is nice for other people to be able to have a look and,
Yeah, definitely.
you know.
Yeah, definitely. And because with, you know, when you're running a shop like this, obviously part of the overheads and the cost of running the shop is keeping the animals alive, providing them with everything that they need, knowing that not everything that comes into the shop is going to go out of the shop as a sale for various reasons.
Yep.
Knowing that, you know, you've got to heat them, you've got to do water change, you've got to run salt. But when people come to us and say, I want this tang, and this tang, we know that they're coming in and we know that they're going out the door again. So for that reason, they work out a bit cheaper for the end customer.
Yeah,
And it's
sometimes,
not
yeah,
us going, right, we're gonna you know, try and price gouge or price hike or anything like that. It's just literally that stuff doesn't have the overheads that other stuff might have.
Yeah, no,
you know?
it doesn't.
So it ends up working out a little bit less.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
we always try to be competitive no matter how long it's in the shop.
Yeah.
You know, we're always, this is why, you know, a lot of times people come in and they're like, how much is that? And I'm like, well, I don't know, because I don't know how much we paid for it off that order.
Yeah.
We price stuff based on the order rather than just going for the highest
Yeah.
possible to cover all of
And that's it.
eventualities.
We just, it's one of the reasons why we don't, and I get given out to it about all the time. But you and Jack and everyone seems to contact me and go, Davey, how much is this? How much is that? And it's like,
Because it's all in his head, guys.
it literally
It's
is all in
his
my head.
mind.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. I'm
this
like,
man knows how much every single frag in the shop costs, right? Every single one.
Literally.
Do I know? Of course
No,
not.
no.
There are too many, and he's fragged most of them, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
ordered most of them. So on a
Yeah.
Saturday morning when there's 5 people and
Yeah.
someone goes, "How much is that?" I go, "Has he put a price on it?" No. Right. I
Yeah,
sent
and then
Davey a
it's like,
message.
all right, yeah, and like I don't mind that. I like that kind of stuff anyway. So
It's something to do when you're at your
yeah,
dad's competition.
yeah, lads, not me dancing.
Right.
Not me dancing.
Yes or no question, you go to dad's competitions.
Yes
or no answer?
I'm a chauffeur.
Yes or no answer?
I'm a chauffeur. It's my
Kids
daughter,
do-
folks.
daughters
It's my
do
daughter.
that.
My daughter.
Daughter does
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
does it, yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna go back competing, but so,
Oh, yeah.
so yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
a little
fair
bit of
play.
competing.
Fair
So
play.
that's the lifting weights and being strong again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I just have to man myself up there,
For the
feel a bit
dancing
manly.
competition.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll
Man,
start calling you Billy Elliot.
I swear I'm gonna be pulling trucks by Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You're on
yeah.
it. You're on
I
it.
have to. I have
Fair
to.
play.
I have to. After this conversation, anyway.
You've committed
Yeah.
now. You've said
Yeah.
it's going to happen. So it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
happen.
I know it is. It is. I'm already
Yeah.
doing a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. But yeah,
But
no,
anyway.
that's like, but one of the reasons why things aren't totally and utterly this is this price, and every single time a purple tan comes in, it's this price, is because we look for the deals, and when we get the deals, we pass
Yeah.
we pass the savings on.
And that's it. Yeah,
You
that's
know?
all. That's all we try to do. All
Because if a fish could cost, let's say, €100 one week and €150 the next week, if you never change your prices, it's always going to be 150.
Yeah.
Because you have to account for the weeks where it's going to cost you that much.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know. Whereas
Exactly.
if you go, well, those fish are on a deal this week, they cost this much. You'll see in the WhatsApp group all the time, Davey will come on and go, cleaner shrimp on special offer. You can get a cleaner shrimp for €5 discount, €10 discount, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not just we're going, let's get people in. It's they're cheaper that week.
Yeah,
You know, they
and,
cost
that,
us
and
less,
that's
so
and
they
that's
cost
it.
you
Like
less.
you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. Like,
Yeah.
and like, it's fragging aquaculture calls.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like stuff that we've been growing.
Yeah.
Just so we don't have to buy more. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We can push out a bit more, sell them a little bit cheaper. Like,
Yeah.
so we did what? I did red gunnies this week.
Yep.
Quite cheap. Like.
Yeah. They were
You
great.
know,
And those torches.
Torches. I did trumpet corals, and
Yeah.
they're cheap as well.
Yeah.
Send them out like and
Mm.
and basically that's what it is. Like you know what I mean? And
Mm.
it's just trying to not make sure everyone has everything, but like
Yeah. Ah, look,
just to
it's-
help like and
It's
keep
expensive enough as it is doing this.
it. It really is. It really
You know,
is.
it's no
Yeah.
secret that it is not a cheap hobby to do.
Mm.
And we are, well, we're reefers ourselves, you know.
Yeah, and that's it.
So it's one of those things where
Yeah.
we know it costs a lot. We know that, you know, not everyone's got millions of quid to slam into a glass box in the living room full of
No,
exotic
no.
fish. So anything that can be
Yeah,
done to
yeah.
help.
we all
Really?
can't be
Genuinely.
we all can't be Andrew Sadler.
No, we can't,
No,
unfortunately.
what a setup.
Yeah, what a setup.
Yeah,
Polar
it's
Reef.
kill. Yeah. Eat
but-
some issues, but
oh,
that's not for us to be talking about.
no, it's not. It's not. But you
Nah,
know,
sad,
it's
it's sad.
a community, and
Yeah.
I think there
It
is
is.
not a reefer in the land who doesn't know that tank.
No,
And
they
that's a
don't.
very special thing.
All over the world.
Mm.
Although I'm saying that now, I remember mentioning it to someone there a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, "Who?"
Mm.
And then he'd be
And
like,
if
"Have
you're
you not
on-
seen
if
it?"
you're on any kind of social media,
Yeah,
some
but
people
like,
genuinely are.
but like,
you know?
I think, I would say 99%, maybe 100% the people that keep a reef tank look at YouTube.
Mm.
It has to pop up there.
Mm.
There's so many people do tank tours of it.
Yeah.
You know, every influencer, social media, anything like that will have pictures of being there.
Fire an email.
Yeah, we actually should, yeah. Andrew, if you're ever watching,
He does loads.
we're coming. He does, he actually
does
does, yeah,
loads.
he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to visit.
Yeah.
I really
I'd
would.
love to have a chat with the guy.
Yeah, yeah,
I
he's
mean,
so
the
cool.
depths that
What,
he
what,
goes
what,
into.
what they're doing now is amazing.
It is.
It really
It
is.
is. Just the health stuff.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
it's very-
quarantine. People at quarantine. Okay, keep a fish in a bucket for a couple of weeks. If it doesn't die, it's quarantined. Like that is the depths of what a lot of people are
Yeah,
calling
it
quarantine
really
these
is.
days. When that is not the
But
case.
man, he's really digging deep
Yeah,
into
gill
it. and-
clipping, skin scraping,
Yeah.
guaranteeing that everything that goes into his systems is
Yeah.
100% clean. That's
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it
you
really
need
is.
budget to do that kind of thing,
It's
you know.
yeah, big time,
But
big
yeah.
time, big time.
good fun.
That's the dream. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Well, I don't know if it,
I think that'd be
you'd
a
want to
bit
have
much.
endless bank accounts or stuff like that. Like that's a lot.
Well, he's literally got staff that work. for
Yeah,
him
he does.
just
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
after
yeah.
it.
I think at one point they saying that was there like a bill of like $36,000 or something
Right.
a month
Right.
for it to run at one point.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
nearly as much as the average electricity bill for a 100-gallon system in Ireland.
Yeah, at the moment anyway.
Nearly.
Yeah, yeah. It really is. It really is.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
all good fun.
Oh man.
Anything else you want to talk about today, Davey?
I don't know now. And you want to talk about?
I don't think so today. We will. We're going to get into stuff.
Yeah,
we're kind of
we
rambling
will.
on a little bit, but I think
But
that's
yeah,
good too.
yeah. We're just kind of waffling
I
about.
don't know.
Like,
I mean, this is our second one.
yep.
We've talked a bit about just bits and pieces that are coming up in the podcast that we talked about the first one, a little bit of an intro.
Yeah.
I think our main objective today was to hit into the kind of culture and ethos of the Reef Lounge, which I
Yeah.
think we've done nicely.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about ourselves and let everyone get to know us a little bit
Yep.
and all that kind of stuff. So onwards with some of the features that we're actually going to do next time.
Yeah.
And these are going to be things that are regular, like I say, problem of the week or what's your reefing problem. I think that's going to be great.
Yeah.
Just picking an issue. And because it would be very easy to sit here and churn out the same old stuff. And I know a lot of this stuff's been done before. There's no end of YouTube content and social media content, podcast content. But,
No.
you know, it would be very easy to sit down and go, right, we're going to talk about dosing. Right, we're going to talk about keeping, I don't know, something.
That's me, sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
It'd be very easy for us to just churn out the same old informative stuff, and you can find that information all over the place. But let's keep with the ethos. Let's get interactive. Let's take your individual problems. Let's talk to you about the things that are going on in your systems. See if we can't offer some insight, some advice, and probably some products and product knowledge along the way. Going into that pool of people who have been doing this stuff for a long time and pulling out info. And I'm sure we'll get some of those problems that come along where we go, do you know what? This is one to talk about when Dr. Bobby's on, or this is one to talk about.
Yeah,
when
and that's why I was
some of
saying
the other
about
guests
meds
that
and
are on.
stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
as I said, I am doing a bit of reading and stuff. Like,
yeah,
but I'd rather ask questions about, because there is a couple of
Yeah.
things I'm interested about, like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
just stuff that I never really knew about, and stuff we do regularly in the shop, like. Like, I suppose the whole, remember I was talking to you about reverse osmosis
Yep.
on a fish,
Yep.
and like from what I
Is this freshwater
understand,
dips, you mean now?
the freshwater dips,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, if you freshwater dip on a fish, but if you're doing freshwater dip on a fish that has like lesions or cuts in the body and stuff like that, like the osmosis water can draw stuff out of the body, like, and that can cause a secondary infection,
Right.
and it could end up harming the fish even
Yeah.
more, like, and especially if there's damage in the gills. Apparently, it can destroy the gills, and
Yeah.
it mightn't. You might do it when the fish is looking really bad,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, it looks a little bit better now, but it's probably after finishing off the fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like little things like that, and it just
Yeah. Makes you
I
think.
never realised, you know. And,
Yeah, and I think
It
there's a lot of
does.
stuff that we probably
And
do anyway.
And it explains a lot when we look at bits and pieces and we go, oh, fish come in and looks like it has flukes and whatever. And then like, oh, it looks like it has flukes, and man, they're really eating through the skin or eating through the scales or whatever, like, and because you can see the flesh. And then you'd be like, right, we might do some sort of treatment with freshwater dip. Flukes will jump off and they'll be like, yeah, the fish looks clean. And like 2 days later, everything's dead. Or the fish is dead, like, and you're
Yeah.
like,
You're like, why? Thought I got
oh man, I was doing so well and it looked great afterwards,
Yeah.
and
rid of them. Yeah.
but we're probably at to doing some damage to the fish.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is where we're
Yeah.
trying to go with this, isn't it? Is getting to know how to look after stuff, because
it is.
you know
Yeah.
they're not just commodities. You know,
No.
we're not just slinging Nemos here. Like, I don't know.
No.
I don't know about you. If you do lose something, you feel a bit gutted
Yeah.
about it. You
Yeah.
know? Like, they're
Yeah,
not our
big
fish.
time.
They're here to sell. They're here to go home to you guys and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
you know, you get beautiful, beautiful fish coming in here. And if you don't do this kind of job unless you love this. I mean,
No,
let's
you
face
don't.
it. You don't do it to make you millions, do you? You do
No,
it because you
no,
love
no.
you love looking at them. You love caring about them. And,
Yeah,
and you love
exactly,
the kind of
exactly,
the side
like-
of keeping them. So
Yeah.
if you lose something, it's so pleasing to be able to know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, when do you remember taking parasites off goldfish, being able to identify them and then treating a whole bay of goldfish that we otherwise would have lost? They ended up
Yeah.
being some of the healthiest goldfish we had in the shop
Yeah,
for a long time.
it's mad,
It
like,
was savage.
and then even with Bobby coming in and actually
Absolutely.
looking over a fish and going, we do this, and
Yeah,
then all of a sudden it's like a couple of days later, like, it's just like,
yeah, Yeah.
what?
Yeah. And it bangs
How
us
did that
back
clear
and
up?
it does it, and we're like,
Yeah, yeah,
wow.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, but it is it's using like someone with proper knowledge, like an actual vet that's actually gives us advice,
Yeah.
and it changes things overnight. Like it's great, like it
Yeah.
really is, and
Mm.
stuff like this we're hoping will change the
Yeah.
hobby the way it is, and
Yeah, and the knock-on
more
effect
education.
is good. You know,
What?
like the knock-on effect to the
Yeah.
customers coming in is good. Like
Yeah,
our
it
processes
is.
now that we've got for treating fish and making sure. And again, this is a big topic, so this is for another day. But
Yeah.
the kind of the things that we do now and the process that we have in place to make sure that when fish go out the door that they're not bringing problems with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so satisfying.
Like, and the other thing is we've no bays with therapeutic copper in it anymore.
No.
So we're not.
Well,
we're
copper's
not.
very harsh on the fish to start with.
Yeah, and we're not
And it masks.
masking. Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
masking. So it's
Yeah.
cool. Like it
That's
really is
great.
cool.
It's
Like
really good. You can look at a fish
Yeah.
and you can know it's clear. And it's clear
Yeah.
because it's clear, not because it's in something that makes it look clear.
yeah,
And
exactly.
that's a big deal. We've all had wipeouts. They're heartbreaking.
Yeah, they really
you
are.
know?
Like
And
you know.
again, another part of the whole ethos of it is if we don't want it to happen in our tanks at home, then we don't want it to happen to yours either.
Yeah,
Simple as that. So,
but it has been all trial and error. And look, we're not perfect. We
of course
have
not. No one
we
is.
have lost fish doing it, but like I think the benefits are starting to show through now for us. Like you
100%.
know what I mean.
Mm.
Yeah, there is it is a lot more healthier fish.
Yeah,
We're-
and it
we're
starts with
finding-
getting them. I mean, you know, there are lots of fish suppliers out there, guys. You'd be amazed the weird and wonderful text messages, phone calls, and emails that we get from people all over the world trying to sell fish into us. You can get
Yeah.
these things so cheap, but it doesn't mean that they're healthy.
Yeah,
It
and it
doesn't mean they've been
doesn't.
handled well. It doesn't mean they've been
Yeah.
ethically and responsibly sourced. We use a very small number of suppliers. We
Yeah.
probably pay more than we could do,
We do.
but
We
you know,
do.
definitely do. Never
Like
mind probably.
we're paying to bypass problems.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
at least like uh, we could order a lot of fish direct, but
Mm.
how much of them are going to survive in the first say week or so?
Yeah, and even
You
then,
know.
how many are we going to genuinely clear of all issues that they have to then be confident enough to sell them out to go into someone else's tank?
Yeah. So it's nice to get them from someone that has done something, not full. I wouldn't say full quarantine. I don't think any suppliers do full quarantine, like, but at least have monitored them for some time to say they look clean,
Yeah,
they seem okay, they're behaving okay.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
and
one
then
of
they
these,
come to
one
us.
of these ones, and definitely as part of getting Dr. Bobby on, we need to do like a whole episode on quarantine.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you talk about quarantine, as many, not as many, that's the wrong thing to say. Be careful on a podcast. People are going to jump on you with
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
that, and the other.
absolutely.
But there are lots of fish that don't make it through quarantine.
No.
There are lots of fish that you put through a quarantine process, and it's the quarantine process that causes the problem
Yeah.
that they end up dying from, basically.
But
Not every fish
Yeah.
needs a full medicated quarantine process, and
No,
not
they
every
don't.
fish should have one. There are other things you can do.
Yeah.
You need to know what to do if problems arise.
The
and
problem
you need to have
is
those things on hand.
we don't know what we're treating for. We
That's a
really
big
don't know
problem.
what we're treating
No,
for.
no.
And like, if you're gonna start taking skin scrapings, gill clips, and really looking into what's on the fish, you know, it's the only way. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's the only way we can go. Right? Well, we need to treat this because it's this.
Well, when I sat
You
down
know?
with Dr. Bobby and did the chat with him, the first of many, no doubt, we were talking there about how it's strange with fish how people weigh up the cost of treatment against the cost of the fish.
Yeah.
You know, you don't go, my Labrador cost me 400 quid, therefore I'm not going to spend 500 quid on veterinary care, I'm just going to get another Labrador.
Yeah.
Well, I say nobody.
Depends on the type of fish.
I hope that nobody does
It
that.
depends on the type of fish.
Yeah.
Look at koi keepers.
Well, yeah, but that's because the fish are valuable.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
But
and
so it is. You know, you don't buy a gem tang or,
No, I
you know what
know.
I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
but,
know.
but people
But
don't
you're
put
not
the
ta-
same
if
effort
a
in.
clownfish comes in covered in white spot, you're not necessarily taking
Yeah,
it to the vet.
we
are
don't
you?
put the effort in.
No, we don't.
We don't like it's not something. I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're there yet. But like
No.
a lot of koi keepers and a lot of people that come into us and like they would ask about koi. If you got koi, we don't sell it in the shop. We don't do pond stuff. So there's no point. If we don't do pond stuff, there's no point in saying.
Yeah.
I'll tell people, look, I can get you koi, but like whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of them say no. I want to see it and whatever. But a lot of koi keepers that keep serious koi, they all do. They've all got their own microscope. They've all and they know what they're looking for. They'll take scales off. They'll have a look at them. See if there's something on the body, and then they'll know how to treat it. Like
Easier
we're not
to
there.
do that on a £40 koi than it is on
Yeah,
a,
no,
on
it
a,
is.
on a
It
4
is.
gram clownfish.
But
I know what you're saying.
But that's
yeah.
like it's the same way people are spending a lot of money on a dog.
Yes.
You'd know about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like so.
Yeah.
Like people will pay thousands for an operation on a dog to get a treatment, medication for a dog.
Yeah.
Like, antibiotics for dogs can be expensive. Like you know what I
Crazy.
mean?
Yeah.
Like it really is. Like, but nobody.
But we're not doing that for fish.
We're not doing it for
necessarily.
fish.
No.
We're not
Because well, you could buy another one for less money.
yeah, and that's it.
Tough. You know.
Although in saying that now, I think was it probably that was telling me he said he'd goldfish in.
Yeah.
Somebody had it in a small tank and
brought it in for and
and
they had
it's
full
been-
history on it as well.
they're
Like it had been in
full-
several times. Yeah.
you know what?
That's lovely. You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
wonderful.
Maybe we get Bobby to talk about that. That's
Absolutely.
brilliant. Like,
Yeah. Right,
is,
Davey.
yeah.
Listen, mate. We're approaching an hour. We need to
Yeah.
cap these, so let's wrap
we,
it up for today.
we started late.
We did.
We did. We
Yeah.
kind of.
Plus, I think if we keep
Yeah.
these around the hour mark max, and people have got the time to listen to them, if we waffle on too much, it gets
do.
a bit silly.
So I never said it to you, but
Here we go.
no, it's not. It's nothing. No. I set up an email address for
Okay.
people to send some questions into.
Great.
So it's rlaquestions@gmail.com.
Okay.
So they can send questions in. They can send whatever in to us.
Yep.
They can.
Oh, I'll flash that up on the screen now.
No,
There it is.
no.
It's at the bottom of the
Yeah,
screen
okay,
now.
yeah, right.
Right now. Can you see it?
If we have said the email address wrong,
Yeah. Don't
Adam's
go by
gonna
what
put
Davey
up.
said. Just
yeah,
do
yeah.
what's
Don't
written.
don't
Do
mind
what's
me.
written.
I think it is RLA questions
Yeah.
at gmail.com.
Right.
And it'll be just something for people to send a message in, even on social media. Have a look for us on Instagram and Facebook. It's the Reef Lounge Aquatics in Dublin.
Yeah.
Whatever, like
If
you'll
you want links
find
to
us.
the WhatsApp group, we can send you
Yeah.
links to that so you can get involved and get on board with that. See when all the questions are and all that.
The reeflounge.ie is the website,
It
and
is.
there's links to the social media there as well. So it's all there. Yeah. Next, I suppose the last thing is, as I said, Spotify and stuff like that. It'll be all out there. It'll be out on Apple Podcasts. It'll be out on Amazon. That's all going to be coming in the next week or so, hopefully. Just trying to get our heads around that because we are doing it ourselves.
That's it.
You know,
We're doing all this
and-
ourselves.
Yeah.
No
Really,
one's
yeah.
coming in here with professional cameras.
Yeah.
We don't have the budget for that, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
We'd love to, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
All singing, all dancing, flashbangs,
One day,
lights and all
one
that.
day maybe.
One day.
One day maybe.
But the fact of the matter is, we care about it enough.
It's a bit of
so
fun here.
it
That's
is,
that's
yeah.
we're just doing it for the
That's
crack,
it.
like
That's it, yeah.
you know, yeah.
All right, there we go.
So anyway, that was episode 2.
Yep,
Thank you very much, and thanks for watching the Reef Lounge radio.
that's it. And
Yeah,
talk to you next time.
yeah. Boom.